So it's rare to see one of the most powerful companies in the world voluntarily give up some of their power. But that's the interesting thing that BlackRock is doing right now. And BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager. What that means, they create and run investment funds. So like their S&P 500 index fund that's meant to mirror the broad stock market. They take billions of dollars, buy up the 500 stocks, package it up, and then you can buy a share of that package, that fund. So your money gets invested across all of those companies without the cost or logistics of buying all of those stocks individually yourself. Right? So these funds are the main way that regular people invest through their retirement accounts and their most regular portfolios. So by nature of that, BlackRock and a few others like Vanguard, State Street, Fidelity control a quarter of all the stock in the stock market, and they are the largest shareholder in like almost more than 90% of the companies in the stock market, and they have the voting power that goes along with that, because if you invest through a fund, you don't get a vote in company policies like you would if you own the stock directly, because the fund, like BlackRock, actually owns the shares. And so they wield massive influence over the world's biggest companies. But lately, BlackRock has been rolling out a program to allow, for the first time, fund investors to vote their shares proportionally. And they just rolled this out, this feature to their S&P 500 fund, a huge fund, which gives more regular investors a way to vote in annual company meetings that decide things like executive compensation or climate policies or mergers. So this is massively empowering for everyday people. So the question is, why are they giving up so much control? And I think it's really just because it's become too much of a burden. They don't usually do that much controversial voting, right? Usually it's pretty passive. They vote however, the company wants them to. But lately, they've faced immense pressure and backlash over the past few years, either being too mindful of social and environmental policy proposals or not doing enough. So backlash from both sides. It's led to boycotts and lawsuits and protests. So perhaps this is just how they plan to sort of diffuse the pressure on themselves.